Hi,
Brilliant.
everybody.
Recording in progress. So welcome to the Rise of Virtual Cheese Awards 2025, folks, showcasing the best of British cheese. My name's Cara and I will be moderating this session. So this morning we will be judging the best of Class E4, which is organic soft. And I'd like to introduce everybody to my two fantastic judges here this morning. We'll start with the lovely Charlotte Smith-Jarvis and move swiftly on to the wonderful James Grant. So over to you, Charlotte.
Morning, everybody. I'm really excited to be judging for the first time this year. A little bit about me. So I'm the digital editor at Specialty Food Magazine and Great British Food. Massive cheese fan. I write a lot of our cheese content. I'm just really excited to get stuck in and try these beautiful cheeses today.
Thank you. Charlotte, over to you, James.
Hi, good morning, cheese lovers. I'm James Grant, number 2 Pound Street, and The Real Cheese Project, as well as Buck's Cheese Guy. I also write for Specialty Food Magazine. I have been for about 4 years, which is brilliant. So it's great to be with you, Charlotte, this morning. I'm super excited to be tasting all this cheese. I've been dreaming about it all night. In fact, I stayed up really late last night to receive cheese as well. It's so much fun. Welcome to the Real Cheese Awards. Welcome to the Virtual Cheese Awards.
The Rise of Virtual Cheese Awards. But
slip of the tongue there, yes.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be judging with you both this morning as well. So, the judges will use a point system for scoring against 4 different attributes. Firstly, appearance, then aroma, texture, and flavour. The winner will be the cheese with the most points and will go forward to the best of category stage finals on Tuesday, the 10th of June, which will be filmed live. Dum, dum, dum. Okie dokie. I think we will start with cheese number E41215. Charlotte, as you've got it there, would you mind holding it up to your camera just so we can show everybody? Lovely. And oh, fantastic. James has got the same one. That's a brilliant start.
Pretty.
Okay. So appearance, guys.
So on the look, it looks beautiful. It's vermiculated, slightly misshapen at the bottom there.
Yes, I agree.
But, I'm not going to discount that at all for that. It's vermiculated. It's got this beautiful brain-like topography on the outside, which is engendered by the beautiful yeast geo, which is doing its thing. It's eating the lovely lactic acid underneath, and it looks good. Slice ammonia nose.
So I hope with the amounts of the amount of geo on there, it's going to be really melting inside. It should have broken the paste should have broken down quite nicely when we cut it open. So
yeah, absolutely. There'll be a good
great
paste underneath there. Good moussey, creamy edge. We think looks amazing. Looks great.
It does.
On the nose, there's some ammonia, which is to be expected. It's not always. It's not a bad thing necessarily. It's what you'd expect with these cheeses, especially when they're kind of fresh and ripe. If it's overly ammoniated, then there may be an issue. But as far as I can see,
a great deal of smell. It's very, very mild on the smell at my end. There's not a great deal there. So it's a very delicate looking, very pretty little cheese, isn't it?
Very pretty. I'm gonna
let's crack into it, shall we? It squidges nicely. Nice. Mine looks perfectly ripe. It's got a little bit of goo under the surface, but it hasn't collapsed entirely, with a little bit of a firmer centre there.
Yeah, it's a little bit firmer in the middle. There's there's no rind slippage at all. Smells good. Smells very lactic.
Yeah. It's really
it's on the nose as well.
What was that, James?
Sorry.
What did you say on the nose?
It's got a little bit of sweetness on the nose as well. I'm picking up some lovely fudgy sweetness notes.
It's very buttery, isn't it? It's got a real, very luxurious, silky texture in the middle. But very, you can really taste the milk and really taste that buttery, sort of yogurty sweetness to it.
It tastes amazing. I actually love it. It's a really lovely cheese. It's very well balanced.
Yeah.
It's got a big buttery note. It's got a good length on the palate at the same time. I'm picking up some fungal kind of mushroom notes as well, which are engendered by the Penicillium candidum on the rind there as well.
And it's not too bitter. Sometimes with this kind of cheese, you get a bitter finish, but it hasn't got the bit. You've really got that the long buttery finish from it, and it's got a very luxurious like end feel, hasn't it? It feels like you've just taken a spoonful of double cream on the texture on the mouth.
It does. I'm keep going back in, ladies and gentlemen.
You're making me very jealous this morning, guys. I have to say.
I'm incredibly jealous, and it's only just started.
No, it's cheese number one as well. So
the other thing about this cheese as well, which something I learnt with the Laurent Mons a few years ago, was the rind and the paste underneath, which you can see here. I'm sorry, and there you go. The rind and the paste. When you bite into the rind, it transitions really beautifully into the paste without having to. Without taking your mind away, thinking too much about the rind. It just all seems to work in a really lovely harmony.
Yeah, it's very seamless, isn't it? It's
seamless.
A bit too easy to eat, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I would quite easily demolish that right now. But I know that we've got a lot of cheeses to do.
We have.
Quite a few more to go this morning, guys. All right, so I'm going to take us back to the start then. Appearance, you said it was really very beautiful, lovely brown-like topography, looks great. What kind of score do we want to give it out of 10?
For me, sorry, do you want?
Go on, you go.
I would probably go for a 9, 8 or 9. I'm on the cusp only because it's a little bit. There's a little bit of imperfection at the bottom, a bit like James's. It hasn't. The shape's a little bit off at the bottom. I'm probably going to go for a 9.
I think I'll probably go for a 9 as well. I think I find it very difficult to judge things on appearance just because of the transportation and the fact that I know this has been probably all over the country. I know for a fact it has. So, I mean, I would be quite happy to go 9.5 if we were allowed.
Yeah.
You absolutely are allowed. I just need Charlotte to concur with you.
Yeah.
9.5. Wonderful, wonderful first score, guys. Just out of interest, what would it need to be a 10?
I think as Charlotte's just said, I think we need to have it's slightly more the shape needs to be considered a little bit more. If there may be a potential of in the make room, it's a little bit of it's a little concave on one side, which may suggest that it was that hadn't been turned, or there might be a little bit more moisture on one side than the other. As you've got the similar look on yours.
Exactly the same. It's not a deal breaker. It's not a deal breaker, but
it doesn't sound like it, but it's all great feedback, guys. So thank you for that. In terms of aroma, where are we going to go on that?
I mean, there's a little ammonia on mine. As I said, backtracking to what I initially said, I don't think it's not necessarily a bad thing. It certainly doesn't follow through when I taste it. I'm going to probably look at an 8.5 on aroma.
I'm not getting. I'm just going to sniff again in the middle. I'm not getting a great deal of aroma from mine.
Yeah.
But then I wouldn't necessarily, with this type of cheese, expect it to have a huge pow of smell. It's not that kind of cheese. So I'll be led by James. I'm going to go for the same score as James because I feel like I can't give it. It's not a negative or a positive thing either way. It's just very
absolutely fine, guys.
Honestly, very neutral smelling.
I'm familiar with this cheese as well, and I have smelt it before a few times, quite a lot actually. And I have noted more fungal notes on the nose and less of the ammonia.
Yeah.
Okay. Texture, guys.
I think the texture is really beautiful. For me, for this type of cheese, I don't think I can find any fault with it, really. Can you, James?
No,
It's the right thick. The rind is a perfect thickness. It's it's got sort of three different textures. A little bit of the crinkly rind, the buttery, silky paste underneath, the slightly firmer middle. I don't know.
no,
My mouth is actually
great.
watering here, but
It can be a little bit pappy with the rind cheeses like this. If it's too thick and they've allowed the mold to go too far, but no, this is
Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's really nice. I'm quite happy to give it a high mark.
yeah, I am as well. I can't think of anything to deduct, so I'm happy to give it a 10 on texture. I mean,
Yeah, I'm going
I'm
10 as
going
well.
for it. I'm going for it.
have our first
Okay,
10.
let's go 10.
Okay,
Woo!
and then finally flavour, guys.
Delicious.
Yeah, absolutely delicious.
Delicious, creamy, buttery, slightly mushroomy, good length on the palate, lovely acidity, which kind of rises towards the end. It's got a lovely mouthfeel, luxurious, moussey mouthfeel, coating all of my mouth, which is nice. The rind breaks down instantly as you bite into it,
Yeah,
transitioning smoothly into the paste, the mousse, and the slightly firmer heart. Yeah, it's a delicious cheese. I think the people who make this cheese have been making this for quite some time now, and they've obviously perfected it. It's yeah, brilliant cheese. Well done them. Yeah,
it is.
very happy to have this on the cheese board anywhere. Lunchtime cheese, evening cheese. Maybe have this with some dark fruits, some blueberries, or some red currants. It would be quite delicious. A delicious. Yeah.
Wow,
It's a
that's
very great.
amazing first cheese.
It's a very good example of this type of cheese as well. This make of cheese. It's like a sort of typifies what you would be looking for.
Mm.
An
Like all
organic soft
throughout.
cheese.
Yeah,
It's a little bit like a chaos with I think with the addition of cream. This has got
yeah,
cream in it,
yeah,
which has given it that kind of luxurious note and that velvety note as well. Yeah,
yeah. You can really tell.
Brilliant.
yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Good.
I'm going to push you for a score.
Oh, I'm going to say 10 because I can't fault the flavour. I'm
Yeah, I'll get
just
10 on
starting
that.
high. Yeah, well done.
Guys, what a
First cheese.
fabulous start to our morning. That is wonderful.
Brilliant. You've raised the
Okay.
bar really high.
We have. We
Yeah,
started
we've got
very
a
high.
fantastic high bar. So we're going to look at E41193 next, please.
Here's mine.
I will see you later.
Bye. Thanks for joining.
There we go.
Thank you, James. Can you angle it slightly down? There was a bit of a glare on that.
So yeah, sure. So I'm going to give you that and that.
Oh,
that.
Fantastic. Thank you, Charlotte, as well.
On touching this cheese, I can feel when I open this cheese, it's going to be an ocean of.
It is. It's very giving. Very
fromage in there, an ocean of paste which you'll want to probably ooze out. It's an interesting cheese. It's kind of on the rind. It's mainly it's a white coating of candidum, which is the mold, of course, associated with these styles of cheeses, with your bries, with your camemberts, etc., etc. There's not much. I can't see any yeasty geo on there at all.
No.
It's just one color really. There's a little bit of yellow in there, but that's where the candidum hasn't actually covered the paste.
Yeah. Same here.
So the weight has obviously taken some of the. If you can see, it's gone down in a little bit there. The weight of the paste inside has brought the rind. Made a little tiny wall around the top there. So yeah, it's an interesting cheese. On the nose, it's there's no.
I've got a bit of I've got ammonia on my side. Much stronger than the first one. Much stronger.
Not too much on this one, which is interesting, isn't it?
I like the little marks on the top as well, just to differentiate it on the cheese board a little bit.
Okay.
It's little marks they put on there.
Little lines where it's been resting.
Yeah, it's a very, it's very pretty looking. I'm scared to cut it open. I feel like it's going to go everywhere. It's very yielding. Wow. So these cheeses have only been out of the fridge for, well, mine's been out for an hour and a half now. This is already quite gooey. It's very, very moussey in the middle, this one.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a really
Oh,
good, that's a very
yum.
good gooey shot there. Mine smells very fresh and yogurty in the middle.
Right, how am I going to attempt this? Okay, let's go.
Very lactic, isn't it? Not too
Yeah.
sharp, but you can get that lactic note.
Okay, so it's very fluid, the paste.
Yeah.
The rind is very, it is a texture that's very obvious in my mouth.
Mm.
It's slightly
Agree.
pappy, like damp paper.
I'm not a big fan of the texture, to be honest, actually. I'm finding it a little bit tacky and a bit too tacky. Like unlike the first one, just under the rind, it's a bit too pulley for me, a bit too, I don't know.
Okay, so positives for me. I mean, it's fresh and bright milk. It would appear. It's very fresh. It's like glass of milk freshness. The texture lets it down a little for me.
Yeah.
I'm not getting much much fungal mushroomy notes from it. I think it leads me, when I bite into it, I get this pappy feeling, which kind of overtakes a lot of things.
I agree.
That's purely from the rind, guys.
Mine's from all the way through, and I feel like this one's got more of a bitter finish. You can really very much tell the difference between the two cheeses we've just tried.
Yeah, there was a slight astringency to this as well. There is definitely an astringency to it.
I mean, we can't compare them.
No, of course. But
no.
For me, it's quite heavy in the mouth. It doesn't give me that clean finish afterwards, but I would kind of want it to be still at the end of the mouthfeel of this kind of cheese. I want it to feel buttery and creamy and velvety. And it doesn't feel like that. It kind of makes your mouth feel a bit sticky. I don't know if you agree, James. You kind of want it to sort of be washed away by the milky creaminess, because it is a sort of a more lactic cheese. You want that freshness to follow through in the sort of the finish.
It's
doesn't do that.
The cheese is it looks great.
It does look good.
There's some rind slippage there as well, as you can see.
Yeah.
Possibly.
It's got a little bit.
Little bit. If you get that to the camera, you got it. Yeah, there you got it. Perfect.
Yeah. Look at that, though.
So, as far as the flavour is concerned and the journey it takes me on, it's a very short journey.
Yeah.
So it's not giving me a long lingering flavour. So, as far as this cheese is concerned, I think we should go score it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So we are looking at appearance first.
Appearance looks fine.
It's quite a pretty cheese.
Yeah, it looks fine. There's a little bit of weight. Cause it to become a little concave, but that is to be expected. So I'm quite happy to give it a 9 again. 9.5.
I'm happy with that. You know, it looks as you'd expect. Again, this kind of cheese to look when it arrives to you. So, or in the deli counter. So I'm happy with that too.
So James, you said 9.5. Charlotte,
I'm going to say 9.
Yeah.
9, James.
I'm happy to go with 9 as well.
Yeah.
Lovely. Moving on to aroma, you're a little bit split on the ammonia side, which
for me, I didn't get as much ammonia as I did the last on another cheese, for example. This is less ammoniated.
Charlotte said hers was quite ammoniated
Yeah,
to start with.
Again, that may have something to do with transport. That may have something to do with temperature.
I mean, again, I would probably go for the same score. It's got the smell it should have, you know, and it smells like this sort of cheese that should smell.
Okay. So what was that score?
Oh yeah, I'm happy with a 9, like a 9 for this one as well. The smell.
James,
I would like to
on
see.
that?
I mean, on the, I'd like to see a little bit more. But it wasn't giving me a lot. It wasn't giving me any ammonia. I'll go with where we are. I'll go where we are. Yeah, where you said. Where you said, Charlotte. Perfect.
Yeah, Charlotte said 9.
Yeah.
Texture, guys.
Ooh.
Texture. I'm afraid I'm going to mark this one down on texture. The rind, I'm thinking about too much. It's not actually bringing anything to the party for me on this occasion. It's quite pappy.
It is.
And that's something that I wasn't expecting. With
the
this
rind
cheese.
almost overwhelms it, doesn't it? So the paste is melting so much immediately underneath. You're getting more of the rind than you are getting that silky, buttery paste immediately underneath.
Yeah, it's becoming much more
broken
papery
down a little bit too much.
So I'm going to go with. I think it's between a 4 and a 5 for me.
Yeah, I was going to say 5.
So shall we go 4.5?
Yeah, let's meet in the middle. Let's go 4.5.
It's all about the middle. And the flavour.
Or the rind in this case. Boom. Flavour score, guys.
I'm overall, it's not giving the length on the palate or the depth of flavour that I would like to see. I'd like to see it slightly more buttery, richer, a little bit more fungal. I'm going to give it a 5 or a 6. I think a 5. We're halfway there.
Yeah, I'm going with a 5 as well. For me, it didn't have the kind of it had a bit of lacticness to it. That's the wrong word, but it has a bit of too much of a bitter finish for me, and I really would want more of those fungal, mushroomy, bosky notes from it, and I would want that sweetness underneath in the silky part of the cheese to come through, and it's not doing that for me at all, I'm afraid.
Can I confirm you guys are scoring that one a 5?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Fabulous. If we can move on to E41190, please, guys.
Yeah. I'm just going to get up for this one, excuse me.
Out she comes.
Wow. Looks like a bit of a beastie.
It is. Look at that.
It has the sides as well, Charlotte.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me just peel this one away.
Interesting stuff going on there.
Yeah. So you can see it's been washed, so it's kind of got that salmon pink colour to it. It's slightly sticky. You can see it's got a little bit of blue underneath the surface of the rind.
Can I just check the number on this one again, please?
41190.
Yeah, good. So we've got a washed rind cheese with some interesting other molds on the outside as well.
Yeah.
It's got a really nice nose, actually.
Bit fruity, isn't it? Mine's a little bit fruity, a touch meaty smelling. A little bit of farmyard.
It's what I expect from cheese, I think. I just want to get straight into it.
Yeah.
Have we shown this to the camera already?
Yes, we have. Yes. Thank you, James.
Cuts nicely.
do you mean by nicely, Charlotte?
So it's not squishing too much. You can actually get you can see it's yielding, but it's not running away as you cut into it.
My biscuits ran away.
Yeah, mine fell as well. You can see there. It's got a little bit of squidge at the sides and just underneath.
Heavenly.
Oh, yeah.
It does. Oh, do you know what it smells like inside? It smells like Bisto. It's got that like a really meaty, beefy kind of Sunday lunch aroma.
Wow.
Definitely brothy, isn't it?
Really brothy.
Okay, it looks like a good breakdown under the rind. The rind isn't thick. It's a nicely balanced rind. It's got a lovely covering of Brevi on it, Brevibacchus, which is the yeast that's engendering itself on the outside. There's some vermiculation as well. It's really nice, and some other little molds going on there as well. I just want to give it a bite now.
Like on the mouthfeel, guys.
A lovely supple texture in the middle, isn't it? A little tiny bit chalky on the rind, but like the actual center has got a very nice, smooth, supple, pliable texture.
There's nothing wrong with this cheese. It's got some meaty note on the nose. It's more pronounced. The kind of beefy, brothy notes.
Yeah,
I
don't really get that when you
through the mouth. The mouthfeel is good. There's no mouthfeel's nice. The rind works really beautifully with the paste and the moussey halo. It's a relatively as far as the dimensions of flavour are concerned, they're quite tightly knit. So it's not a on this particular example. There's not a massive spectrum of flavour.
No, it's not giving you that woomph you get when you smell it. When you smell it, you go, "Wow, that's going to be really powerful." When it's not delivering that kind of savoury meatiness.
The aroma doesn't translate into the flavour.
No, not for me.
It's just not giving that kind of boom, that kind of big kick that I was expecting. And that's not just because of the way the cheese looks. I was expecting it to be more of a journey. It's a very pleasing cheese. There's no olfactory notes at all about it. It's nice. I mean, maybe even a little bit more time to develop those flavors would make a change to this cheese.
It's a bit one-dimensional flavor-wise, isn't it? Like it's kind of, for me, it's a little bit flat. It doesn't take, like you say, it's not. You don't go on a journey with it. It doesn't sort of. There's no peaks and troughs to the flavor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very pleasant cheese, but it's not giving me a lot of depth.
Yeah, I agree.
So I mean, as far as the look's concerned, I'm quite happy with a 9.5 again. It's what I would expect. As far as the texture is concerned, again, I'm very pleased.
You there for 1 second, James. Charlotte, 9 or 9.5?
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go for a 9.5 as well. I think there's very little they could do to change it, really. I mean,
it's spot on, I think.
Yeah.
We do smell next, or?
Yes, please.
I love the smell.
Quite a nice smell, yeah. It's quite bright, fruity, beefy, brothy. Beautiful nose to it. Really nice nose.
Yeah.
What do you want to say, Charlotte?
I'm happy with it. I would give it a 9.5 because I think it's that smell really, for a washed rind as well. I know we're not judging washed rind, we're judging it as a soft, but for the cheese that it is, that I find that smell really enticing. It makes me want to crack it open.
That's cool. It's really cool. Sometimes cheese like this can be quite scary, but this is quite not scary. It's got a pleasing blend of all of those, the rich, beefy, brothy notes, slightly human as well. on the nose. But it all works quite nicely, quite delicately placed together, the rind at the moment. So I think the smell's really good. And we're looking at 9.5 again.
Brilliant. Moving on to texture.
Brilliant.
I'm happy with the texture. I think I would give it a 9.5. I think it's just the right texture for this example of cheese. It's
a lovely
supple,
texture.
it's creamy, it's got a lovely rind. The rind's not too thick, not too thin. Yeah.
So I'm 9.5ing again.
Yeah.
The pattern to this cheese. Your scoring and flavour.
So this is the bit. So for me, it doesn't deliver the flavour.
No, I'm agree. I think I'm going to have to go for a 6 or a 7. I'm quite.
Mind you, I'm going back in. I'll be honest, I'm going back in again.
Sign in itself, I think.
I mean, I'm really just getting the main flavour profile I'm getting is bitterness from the rind. I'm not really getting a great deal of flavour from the actual paste inside the cheese.
I'm getting that the rind, which is lovely. I'm enjoying the rind. I think I think another week or two it'll be insane. I've tasted it a little bit differently. I've gone from the rind and I've taken a bit more of the paste just to see how that goes. And I'm getting a little bit more butteriness. It's a nice cheese. It's not the same length as we had with other cheeses that I've tasted like this before as well. I'm between a 6 and a 7 actually.
I'm a 6.
Yeah, let's go 6.
I'm a solid 6 for this one.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah, let's go 6. Okay.
Thank you very much for that. That will conclude the judging for Class E4, which is organic soft cheese. I can announce that the winner code-wise is E41215. Congratulations to them. We would like to thank Butler's Farmhouse Cheeses for sponsoring our aprons and Miller's for becoming our wonderful cracker sponsor this year. We're very excited.
They're delicious.
They are beautiful.
Stunning crackers. Thank you, James. Thank you, Charlotte, for your wonderful comments. Honestly, you've made me incredibly jealous this morning with the cheeses and your descriptions. The live category finals, our winner will go through to will be on Tuesday, the 10th of June, and the grand final is on Wednesday, the 11th, revealing the very best British cheeses, along with the awards that recognise the talented and passionate people in our industry. The day will culminate with the award of our Supreme Champion 2025. Thank you very much for this session, guys.
Thank you.